I'm ready. What up? Let's get to it.
Have you made a lot of money out of your music?
Money. I mean, how much is a lot of money to you?
Yeah, that's a good question. Have you made, say, millions of dollars?
No.
Are you a rich man?
When you mean rich, what you mean?
Do you have a lot of possessions? A lot of money in the bank?
Position make you rich? I don't have that type of richness. My richness is life forever.
So bottom line is, if Terence Crawford wants to be great, if he wants to be one of the best, guess what? He gonna have to fight Jaron Boots Ennis, dog. I repeat, if Terence Crawford wants to be one of the best, considered one of the best, he gonna have to fight Jaron Boots Ennis, dog. Period. Bottom line. That is the fight to make. That is the best fight for him to fight. Probably the most difficult fight for him. Jaron Boots Ennis. Watch some of his film, watch some of his fights recently. Just, study his fight style, his fight game. Just to see, hey, can he really, really compete with Terence Crawford? Yeah, he not only can compete, but he could potentially beat Terence Crawford, right? Yeah, he could definitely potentially defeat Terence Crawford, though. Some people may say, how? Why you think that? I mean, look at his footwork. He's a natural boxer, Same as Terence Crawford, dog. Great footwork, athletic ability, right? Sometimes it looks like he's just toying with guys in there in that ring, man. Dancing around, moving around them. He's a long boxer, long arm, a lot of reach. He definitely will give Terence Crawford some problems. And he's been calling him out. It's not like he's scared. He's been calling Terence Crawford's name. He wants to smoke. He wants the action. He wants the ring action. Now, do I think Terence Crawford is scared? No, but he definitely is hesitant for whatever reason. Maybe he knows how much he's putting on the line. Maybe he wants to get a big money fight with Canelo before he steps in there with an animal like Jaron Boots Ennis. Maybe he thinks it's a possibility he could lose, dog. Whatever's going through his mind. But the longer he waits, the longer it takes for boxing to make this fight happen, that's just going to bring boxing down, dog. That's the big problem with boxing right now. The best don't fight the best. The best do not fight the best consistently, That's why other combat sports have surpassed boxing, dog, Boxing has became very subservient to the likes of MMA, UFC, So it's time for boxing to step up, man. But this is a fight everybody wants to see and deserves to see. If any boxer in the weight class can beat Terence Crawford, I think it's Jaron Ennis Boots, hands down, man down, 1,000. I think he has a really good skill set. He's a boxer. He has good power. Like I said previously, great footwork. He can move around the ring. He's a skilled natural fighter. He's very fluid in his movements. You dig me? He's confident. He believes in himself. And he really believes he can beat Terence Crawford. And he has the record to prove it. He is a champion, correct? I've heard interviews where Crawford has said, oh, who is he? Who has he beat? What has he done? What has he done? What you mean, bro? He's a champion. He's undefeated. He's one of the best in the division, dog. And he's on your head top trying to make your head drop. Yeah. Jaron Boots Ennis always calls for Terence Crawford. Been calling him his name for a while now. So it's on Terence Crawford, in my opinion, dog. If he don't take this fight, you cannot really call him one of the best, in my opinion. He can't be legendary ever. All the greats fight the greats. You look at Floyd, you look at Sugar Ray Leonard, you look at Marvin Hagler, dog. Tommy Hearns, Ali, Joe Frazier, Mike Tyson. The list goes on. Whoever you want to name, whatever era, dog. Cesar Chavez, dog. This is the era here of boxing where seems like, mega fights don't happen a lot. You got some fighters who dodge certain fighters, whether it's because they're trying to protect their reputation, trying to stay undefeated, might think they will lose, dog. Nah, kill that noise. The best should fight the best. The best should fight the best, dog. That's how it should be. You dig me? What's the point of the sport? It's about competing, right? Of course, it will be some easy fights, some easy opponents. That's part of the game, part of maneuvering through the game to the top. But at the end of the day, when you get to a certain level, certain fights should be mandatory to happen, dog. And certain other fights shouldn't happen. So that's the biggest conundrum with boxing right now. Will Terence Crawford step up? Will Terence Crawford put his title on the line, his undefeated record on the line? Everybody talking about Canelo and Crawford, Errol Spence Jr. and Crawford again. First off, don't nobody want to see Errol Spence Jr. versus Terence Crawford. I could tell you right now. I could tell you that right now. That's going to be ugly. That's going to be stupid. Errol Spence Jr. will get dominated. No matter the division or weight class, he will get dominated like the first fight. Does anybody want to see Canelo and Crawford? Yeah, cool, good fight, but at what weight class? And how long do you got to wait for that? Huh? Canelo don't even want to fight David Benavidez. That should be Canelo's mandatory. That should be his main focus. He should be forced to have that fight with Benavidez, dog. Period. Yeah. He should not be allowed to duck Benavidez any longer. Period. I don't even know who he getting ready to fight for real. Is it still Jamal Charlo? That trash garbage fight? So Terence Crawford versus Canelo, cool. Yeah, cool. And depending on the weight class, I give the slight edge to Crawford. But I'm really not interested in that fight, dog. I would much rather see Crawford and Jaron. Yeah, Jaron Boots Ennis, dog. I think that's the fight to make. I think that's the only fighter right now who could give Terence Crawford a go for his money as far as being in the same weight class, same division, 2 champions undefeated, That's a fight that should happen. It should happen, dog. Should be no ands, ifs, buts about it, I don't know who Boots Ennis is signed to or who he fights under, or, what kind of contract he has signed. But, the powers at be in the boxing realm, they should be able to come together and make these things happen, dog. Make these fights happen, no doubt. Period, bottom line, man. No more excuses. Boxing, it's always an excuse for boxing. Oh, why they shouldn't fight? Why should they fight? Why can't the fight happen right now? To me, from the outside looking in, no disrespect, but it looks like Terence Crawford doing a lot of capping. It looks like Terence Crawford is waiting, kind of ducking. Yeah, kind of ducking. I don't know who's giving him his advice, but if he's really about it, fool, like he says he is, and like we know he is, he's definitely a champion. The skill set is definitely there. He's definitely one of the greats in the game. No disrespecting his fight game, dog. No disrespecting his boxing skills. Nah, he's very talented, very talented. But with that being said, okay, but he must fight the best. It's his duty to put on a show for the fans, to fight, do it for the people. What the people want to see. And you look around, check around, the people want to see him versus Jaron, Hands down, man down, 1,000, huh? That's the fight to make, dog. So I don't know what the holdup is, but if those two guys don't fight, it will be detrimental to boxing, dog. And very detrimental to Terence Crawford's career, period. I don't care what nobody talking about. Dog. What's the reason he won't take the fight? Straight up, man. So we got to look at all aspects, dog. Ask yourself the real deal question, man. Why won't this man take the fight? So, yeah, hey, Terence Crawford, don't run from the smoke. Go to it, dog. You got to see that man. How long he got to call you out? But I think that would be a great fight, an epic fight. Be great for boxing, dog. Period. Yeah, so let's get it, man. Let me know how you feel about it. You agree or disagree. Fire them comments up. Feedback is much appreciated, man. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know when I'm on and rock and rolling, man. Support the grind, support the grind, support the grind. Babylon, stay aware. Warrior head. Yeah.